Hello, welcome to the live. So this is episode 2 of Behind the Singer. I'm so happy to have an amazing guest on today. So I'll be jumping and introduce you all to them soon. So I'm just gonna wait for a few of you to join in before I kick start things. How's everyone going? Let me know in the comments below. Wave. Cool. There's quite a few of you joining in. It's amazing. I'm good. I just taught a few students, so I'm a bit tired, but I'm feeling so good. Hi, I'm not Rowan. Hi, Melody. Who's this handsome guy? Oh, wow. Thank you. What a compliment. From Nepal, damn. Okay. For those who don't know, I'm down in Australia. Yeah, it's quite far from Nepal, to be honest, but hopefully I can visit you guys soon. Cool. Well, we're getting quite a few people in, so I'm going to jump right into it. My guest for today is an amazing artist. He's only 17 years old, but he's created his own singles. He's gone out performing. He's on Spotify. He's literally everywhere. So I'd love to introduce you all to him. So let me send an invite. Oh, hang on. How do I do this? My guest. Where are you from, Melody? Where are you from?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yo, what's up? Okay.
Okay.
So everyone, welcome. This is my guest, Ethan Hall. So he's 17 years old, but he's got amazing music and he's just putting himself out there, which is crazy. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Where are you calling from?
Just my room.
Pardon?
My room. I can move if you need me to.
No, it's fine. As in like country-wise.
Oh, I'm from the U.S. Kansas. It's the state in the U.S.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I've got quite a few students in America, so awesome. Well, let's jump right into it, Ethan. So first thing I noticed was, holy crap, you're incredibly young. 17 years old, right?
Yeah, just turned 17.
Yes. Just turned 17. Cool.
Yeah.
And so from just scrolling through your feed, you've done quite a bit to it. You've released your singles. You are just putting yourself out there with music. But what kind of put you towards this pathway? Like, why have you decided to create music?
Well, I started playing violin at 3, so I just kind of like
Nice.
kept playing the instrument. I just wanted to expand more of like what I could do, like theory-wise with music, and just try new things and incorporate that with music as well. So like to create
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
more opportunities. And so pretty much with that, I enjoyed it a lot. I've always had a passion for music. It was a way for me to express a lot because I was always really shy growing up, and that was the one time where I wasn't shy because I could express myself through that.
Well, we just got a comment from Melody. Oh my God, I just listened to you. You're so good.
Thank you.
Awesome. So how many instruments can you play?
I classically am trained in violin, but I taught myself guitar, piano, and I also
Guitar,
play
piano.
drums a little bit.
And you sing as well, of course. So
Yeah.
multi-talented instrumentalist. I love that. Which one do you prefer? What's your favorite instrument?
Probably piano because just like the feeling of the keys and singing, it just feels amazing.
Definitely. I also play the piano myself, but nowadays, because I'm teaching students a lot, it's mainly okay, da 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 da, just the scales.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing I've been playing recently. But so cool. Well, I guess with your music, you recently launched your new single. I think it was Games, right?
Yeah, games.
Can you guide me a bit on that whole journey of creating a single, especially since you're 17? What's that whole process look like?
So it starts off as typically other music starts. I go to a studio and record with my friend who I featured in there. He was also just starting off. We both just wanted to create a song. and we're like, hey, let's
Right.
do this, and that's just kind of what we did there. We
Yeah.
wrote this song. It took longer than we thought because like you have to get it right on beat and you got to tweak it. It took us about a month just to like kind of get all the perfecting down. But I also have a producer who works with me, and he's from Brazil, so he sends me in the beats, and we have him tweak
wow.
everything, and he helps out a lot.
How did you find this guy in Brazil? Like, did you know him before?
No, in fact, he doesn't even speak English, so it's like kind of like he translates on
Oh,
Google.
okay.
But he contacted me when I first started when I was around like 14. He's like, "Hey, let's make some music together." So he sent me his beats, and I was always like, "Oh, that's cool," but I never had like the resources to do it until I started going to the studio. So then I
Yeah. That's amazing. Well, can you tell us a bit more about games? Like, I guess the idea behind the song. What's the message you want to share with that?
So, well, I'm a teenager, and teenagers like first everything, first love, first heartbreak, and all that type of stuff. So obviously, my song's about a relationship and like kind of games that happens within those relationships.
Cool. That makes sense. Well, a bit about myself. I'm 23, so no longer a teen. But yeah, I actually have not had my first heartbreak, so maybe I can't relate to that song yet, but I did hear it. It was awesome. I love the different kind of instruments and like styles you put into it. Very, very, very atypical. That's what I'd say. Which is awesome. What other singles have you released?
I've released my first song, which is like more of EDM disco, to kind of match like more Brazilian music, and that was Falling. And then I had Legacy, my second one, and then I had Lights, and then Games.
Lights and then Games. Cool. And I'm assuming you're going to keep creating music.
I'm working on a different genre of music right now. I'm going to be releasing an album because my original style that I prefer is more of like soul, just playing at the piano. That's where I'm strongest at. So I'm going to take a turn and kind of show more of like my artistic abilities in that sense.
I definitely saw that. So I saw a recent video on your feed. You were playing the piano, and it was this big kind of hall. What was that performance like? What?
That was a variety show. So like everybody came together and tried different stuff. So I was just performing there.
Oh, cool. And is that like part of school, or what was the context?
Activity, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw it. You're amazing at piano.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie. Cool. Well, I wanted to tie it back. So this is purely from my interest. So I saw that you learned the violin through the Suzuki Method.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit more about that? Because when I picked up the piano, I kind of did like grades, learned it by ear, but I never really quite understood what the Suzuki Method was.
Yeah. So Suzuki is I'd say it's like more for like hardcore, like learning, like material wise.
Oh,
so they start off when I was like 3, everything had to be memorized. You had to perform, no music, anything. You had to be able to play it like perfect. They want you to play as perfect as you can. And there's different books. So you go through the books, which has different techniques and styles and like stuff that you need to learn for the violin. So as you progress through the books, you actually get better in like playing overall because you know different techniques and how to read music and such like that. So it's more of like a school's type of sense. Like you learn and you progress through grades. It's kind of like that.
So how is it different? Because in Australia, they do something just like, it's called AMEB, which is gradually moving up in grades, but is Suzuki attempting the same thing? Just having different grades?
Much,
okay.
I would say that's what the books relate to because it's a book of songs and they go up to, I think it's 10, but it's like a different grade each time. So like you master this book, you're that good, and then so forth like that.
Is there anything you can show us, Ethan? Do you have the violin here? I'd love to hear you play something.
I don't have it with me right now because I'm actually at a friend's house recording this. I'm so sorry. Okay.
All good. That's completely fine. The audience knows where to check you out at Ethan Hall Music. Cool. Well, the next kind of question to me is, obviously with my audience, I teach a lot of students on how to sing better. And so you're an awesome singer yourself, and it'll be amazing. Is there any kind of tips you can share? Like, were you always able to sing?
I was not always able to sing. In fact, like a year ago or 2 years ago, I was not that good at singing at all. And I've never had I've never had any vocal teaching. So for me, it was
Right.
just I kept singing and singing until I could hit the notes. I just kept trying as hard as I can to hit certain notes, and I'd listen to a lot of
Yeah.
music and try to like capture how other artists would do that in my own style.
Cool. And I guess, have you like looked at online resources, or is it just straight up being, there's a song, I'm gonna practice that until I get it?
Pretty much just practice that until I get it, because I'm very like I learned a lot of stuff by ear. That's just how I've been learning music.
Ah, right, right. Interesting, interesting. Well, who's some of your favorite artists in that case then? Who
My
do you
favorite,
listen to?
I like Rihanna. I like a lot of the pop people. I love Justin Bieber's music, but my favorite one is Coldplay. I love all of Coldplay's music.
Favorite song?
By Coldplay, it's probably Yellow. I like Yellow a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it's a great song. They are amazing live. I've watched some of their concerts and videos, and I think what I really like about the guy's voice is his falsetto. When he jumps into falsetto, it's amazing. Have you covered any of their songs?
Have I? Yeah, I've covered Scientist. I've covered Lost, and I'm about to cover Yellow.
Cool. And where can our audience find that? Is that on YouTube,
It's on
Insta?
YouTube and on Instagram. All my like covers and stuff are on YouTube, and they're also on my page. So you can just find them wherever.
Cool. We're getting some new people in.
Okay.
Angelina. Hey, Angelina. Quite a few people joining in, just going in and out, which is amazing.
Oh shit!
It was just like,
Play right, you little piece of shit.
yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, how about this? What's a silly thing that your followers don't know you about? That don't know?
Does it have to be music related, or can it be like anything?
No, just anything. Anything you want to share.
Okay, so I'm a Canadian, and originally I was from Canada, and so typically, like for French fries, people typically, at least in America, it's mostly ketchup, right? So
Yeah.
I actually don't like ketchup because we're in Canada, it's always salt and vinegar or like poutine. So I'm just not used to having ketchup on fries.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot see in the same light anymore. Like literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that you're Canadian. I literally taught a student who was from Canada. And from, I don't know, it's a massive stereo. Oh, Melody is also from Canada. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, is it true that Canadians are a lot nicer than most people?
I
Would
mean,
you say that's true?
from my experience, yeah.
Yes. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
And why do you think that's the case?
I don't know. It's just like everybody's like really relaxed. Just I don't really know how to like describe it. If there's a reason behind it, everybody's just pretty relaxed for the most part.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm trying to like really dig into what's happening, because down here in Australia it's pretty chill as well. Maybe like you can even kind of tell by the way we speak. It's just more like laid back. But we don't even compare to Canadians. You guys are like level above. Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah. Cool. Well, quick question. So you've obviously gone out and performed things, a lot of different types of music. What has been a memorable performance of yours?
Probably my first one, because like I said before, I was like really shy. So it was always hard for me to perform, and I was always having like performance anxiety. I would get so nervous, but once I had my first performance, everybody stood up and gave me a standing ovation, and I wasn't expecting that. So I was like, wow, that's really nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's insane. Did you tear up?
No, I did not tear up, but I was just really, really happy about it. So.
Really happy. That's so good. Yeah, well, I definitely feel the same way. It wasn't my first performance, but
Yeah.
maybe about my second or third performance. This was when I was still trying to learn how to sing, because when I first started, I was terrible, and a lot of my friends did laugh at me. But there was this particular performance when I was performing in front of like an audience of about 30 people, and this lady in the back started crying from my song.
Wow.
And I was singing "War Is Over" by John Lennon,
Hmm.
and like it's just crazy how much emotions. Like I guess the power of music, the ability to share some kind of emotion at the moment.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that was very insane. So I really know how you feel. It's
Hmm.
crazy to be able to make this kind of impact.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so great. That's amazing. What song were you singing?
I was singing. I was singing "Scientist." That was like my first song I
Scientist.
learned how to play on piano. Yep.
Cool, 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 cool. Has there been on the other side a performance that you didn't really like?
Like that I did, or
Yeah,
like, I mean, being from the Suzuki Method, like I'm just very critical about like you're just saying you're your biggest judge. I'm just like you got to be critical about like if you mess
that's
up,
true.
where the people might not be able to. So, I mean, I haven't had a performance that I've been like disappointed in, but there's been just ones that I've been more happy about than others.
That's amazing. That's super cool.
Hmm.
Well, awesome. We actually got a quick question from Melody. So this
Okay.
is for you. Do you have a special diet for singing?
No, I don't.
No,
No.
it's fries with no ketchup, Melody.
Yes. No ketchup.
Well, she does raise a very important point. Is there anything specific that you do to keep your voice the way it is?
Yeah, I try to make sure I sing as much as I can, and I love singing. So all the time I'll be in my car just singing along the songs. Just keep singing. Just keep practicing. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Um, I guess with that, do you ever warm up with your voice? Like, what is there like a usual routine, or do you just
Yeah,
go straight
I
bang
usually go.
singing
Yeah, I usually do scales and stuff. It's usually what I do.
scales and stuff?
Hmm.
Cool. Is there any like examples you can give for our audience?
Um, typically what I do. Typically what I do is I go on the piano. I'll play a key and try to hum that, and just make my way up, trying to see how high and how low I can go each time, and to see overall how I've expanded my voice.
Cool, cool, cool. Awesome.
Hmm.
Question from Ian Hannah. Sorry. Do you stretch before you sing?
I mean, I stretch my vocal cords. I mean, I'll stretch like that too, just to make sure I have like my hands going. Like for piano, I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
move my
yeah.
fingers.
Hey,
That's about
That's
it.
pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, for I guess my answer for you, Ian, it is very important to actually stretch your body because it relaxes a lot of the tensions that you build up in your body. One that I do with a lot of my students is just focusing on stretching up your neck, so moving your head up and down
Hanley weapons.
and stretching out your neck muscles because that's a massive point of tension for a lot of singers, especially guys. So yeah, make sure to stretch. I think it's good. Also, make sure to stretch out your fingers. That'll be good too.
Yeah.
Well, no, my pleasure, Ian. My pleasure. Cool. Well, so with your, I guess, performances, where are you hoping to take them? Like, what's the future looking like for yourself?
Okay, so as far as music, obviously I have college coming up. I've gotten a few scholarship offers from like different colleges, like smaller colleges, and so I want to pursue academics with having money off of college is the goal. But I've also
Congratulations.
thanks. Also with that though, I'd also like to see how far I can take music, and I've had a few offers from various like companies and stuff like that, and so might be able to in the future. I'll just gotta see where it goes. We're gonna keep trying.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything you can share about that?
Um, Not supposed to. Sorry, but when I
Cool.
do, I'll post it up on my story when stuff's like disclosed.
Definitely. Well, I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. What are you planning to study though at uni though?
Biology. I've always had like a thing for biology. It's nice to know about all the plants and like what makes us us and how we're able to function.
Cool. Okay. Like, have you always been like? Is there what do you want to do with biology? I guess.
I'm hoping to study medicine.
Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool.
Hmm.
I've lots of mates in medicine.
Yeah.
It's intense though. It is very
Yeah.
intense.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah. Cool. Well, to be honest, that really wraps up a lot of the questions that I have.
Hmm.
So I'd love to jump out see if there's any more questions
Okay.
in the audience. There's a song named, I don't know if this is legit. There's a song named Dew Face Baby. Any plan to sing in future? I wonder what that might be. This guy seems to know you.
This song name. I don't know if I'm planning to sing that, so I'm not familiar with that song. So.
Okay, cool. Is that one of your friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool, understand.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, hey, oh, hang on, sorry. So before we wrap up, I'd like to jump into my final 3 questions. So
Okay.
first of all, what is the impact that you're hoping to make with your music?
My biggest impact that I'm hoping to make is, since I've been shy of like performances, is to show people that when you perform, it can change a lot of things. And so I'm hoping that other people will perform with me performing, so that they have the courage to go up and do the same thing I did. Because that's what got me to perform, was seeing my friends perform.
Exactly. Cool. Second question. What I've already asked you this, but maybe in a sentence. What are your current and future plans for your music?
Wait. What should I
Just keep it going. I want to have it as a part of me, like, until I die, because like it's always been there for me. I've never had a moment where I haven't had it, I guess, since I've been playing since I was 3.
Cool. Looking to pick up any new instruments in the future?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was
For sure.
hoping to try the electric guitar, see how that goes out and stuff.
Oh, that would be so dope. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be pretty fun.
Cool. Okay. And last but not least, tell us where we can find you on social media.
Okay, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, pretty much any music platform I'm on. I'm on all music platforms. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, and then I'm also on YouTube, if I didn't say that before.
Cool. And can we use your handle to get there? So Ethan Hall Music.
Yeah, it's Ethan Hall Music for just my Instagram, but then everything else is just Ethan Hall. And then you can type in like one of the names of my songs and you should find me.
Cool. Thank you for that. Everyone, make sure to check out Games. It's Ethan's latest single, and it is absolutely amazing. Especially, dude, he's 17 years old. And so I definitely, when I was 17 years old, I was still studying maths or something. I don't know. But amazing. You've accomplished so much, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for chatting with me today, Ethan.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for having me.
Cool. Awesome. Let's stay connected. I'm going to wrap up for today. Cool. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I will see you next time for Behind the Singer.
Okay, thank you.